coming months and years. So if this is something that interests you and you want to start your own All right. Almost there. Almost there. All right. I think we are good to go now. I think. Let me take this off. Can you guys hear me okay? Get some music on. Get some funky tunes. All right. What is up, everyone? Yeah, we can hear you. Perfect. How's it going, guys? I hope everybody's having a good day. Today is a big day for me. It's a big day for Pyra, obviously, as well. I feel like I'm out of center, but we'll adjust. Okay. So, I have a lot I have to do. But the first thing I have to do, at least as of this moment, is announce on Instagram because I forgot that part. I know I was forgetting something, and it's always Instagram. I need a photo. Oops. I'll work at that. Actually, you know, I'll worry about that later. All right, guys. How's it going? It's Kian here. As you have all seen, I'm super excited to announce and officially be able to talk about Pyra World Records. PWR is officially announced. In fact, I'll even change the title. I'm not sure how well I kept the secret, if I'm being honest, because I did end up telling one or two more people than I expected to, but that's fine, and those people know exactly who they are. But yeah, I'm gonna answer any questions, explain everything, and then before we leave, I can't be here for too long because I do have to work today a little bit, so I have to go to work. But it is raining, so I have a little bit more time than I expected and I anticipated. But yeah, at the end, I'll actually show you our certificates as well that we're going to be sending out to stackers very, very soon. But yeah, for starters, cupstackingpyra.com. If you go check out the website. In fact, I wonder if I can set up a preview thing for this right now without, like, blowing my whole operation here. Yeah, like, just showing all my OBS, basically. Okay. Alright, so we want this to be its own tab. Hold on a sec, I'm setting this up so I can show you guys. I mean, you can just go to the website and look for it. Let's see. Okay. Professional, by the way. Hello, F11 key. Okay, apparently it doesn't want a full screen. That's just awesome. So good at this. Why does nothing, bro, why does nothing want to work? Okay, here we go. This is, if you check world records on our website, and I know that it still says copy of sponsors, or wait, no it doesn't, it's updated to records now, never mind. Because the link was fucked up. Here is Pyra World Records, and actually I'll read this little paragraph out for you. PWR is the new records coalition for Pyra, recognizing the absolute fastest times from all cup stacking organizations. This includes the ISSF, WSSA, Cup Stack, PCS, KSSA, and more, and sets the precedent for what by stackers for stackers is truly all about. We have world records in an ever-growing list that currently includes 333, 363 cycle, blindfolded cycle, 363 relay, and cycle relay. So this is the current list that we have right now. But obviously this is subject to change, subject to growth, subject maybe to shrink, who knows. And then if we scroll down, you see 333. You can actually click the link here and watch. This is HJC's 132. Absolute speed boy. 363, we have Chen Kang-Ian's 165. And then cycle, this automatically plays because I assume people would just go straight to cycle. And if not, then, you know, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, this is cycle from Ian's 475.3. And then if you watched the video, for the announcement, I talked about what I wanted to, like, what I was initially going to do and what's currently ended up happening. For 363 Relay, I talked to a couple stackers. I think I messaged all except Peter, who didn't set the record, and Pauly, because he doesn't reply much. But I did talk to everybody. I never got a reply from Josh, and I know where Dalton and Orel stand on things. So for the time being, at the very least, 12.18.7 is what's going to be recognized, which I personally don't agree with, because I would have went with the 12-flat-6 personally, but that's not my choice to make at the end of the day, so, you know, no biggie there. But again, I mean, these are the stackers that actually set the record, and Dalton was literally in all three of the times that were in consideration, and he decided, well, he didn't decide, he said, based off his own purview, that whilst he agrees that the 12-flat-6 should be the record, the 12-18 was the cleanest, in his opinion, which I do agree with, in a way. But yeah, if you guys have any questions in regards to Pyra World Records or just anything of this nature involved, I'm here for a little bit to answer them. I'm more than happy to clarify anything, because I know I went through quite a bit of information in that stream. And I'm just so excited for the future of this, because again, we have 2 new world record categories. In case you missed it, I'll actually show the tab again just in case you missed it. If you scroll down after this, blindfolded cycle, to be determined, cycle relay, to be determined. We have 2 brand new categories that we'll be taking records for starting in 2023. And I'm so excited to see, you know, what the limits are for that. I think the sky's the limit, but that's just so cool to me. As well, should we show the certificates? Do you guys want to see the certificates? Yes or no in chat. We want to look at the new certificates that we got for Pyra World Records, because we actually have 2. has 9 cycle ever been considered as an event? I did consider it, actually, yeah. And it was between, funny enough, that was one of the 2 big candidates for a new record. And it was between 9 cycle and blindfolded cycle. And if you watch the video, I said I took inspiration from the cubing community kind of on my decision. Also, great work, thank you. I took kind of some inspiration from the cubing community because if you know anything about cubing, one of the, I don't know what you call it, one of the events is blindfolded 3x3. Do they have more than just blindfolded 3x3? Like, is there like blindfolded like 4x4 and 7x7 and other crazy events like that? Or is it just 3x3? That aside, I took inspiration from that, and I think that not only is that a new event that's going to be exciting for stackers, I think that's probably going to be one of the most entertaining events just to watch. Blindfolded cycle. I mean, come on. All right, I'm getting a bunch of yeses in the chat too, so. All right, let me make sure I'm in frame here. All right, let's show the new certificates. Now, I actually have 2 here, and this is why I'm showing them, because I wanted to get your opinions on these certificates. So, I made both of these, and I kind of, well, I made them as my mom made them because she is the crafty one of the family. But she helped me make these. Thank you, Mama. And I have 2 versions of these, and they're both laminated and everything. They're both signed off. So, are you guys ready? I'll show number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2, and I wanna know which one you guys like more. All right. Bam! All right, so this is the first one. So this one, as you can probably read, is for Hyungjin Choi. This is for his 132. So this is the first one, and the second one's not too much different. It's just a change in the colors. This is the second one. Also, I did not know the music was that quiet. I'm sorry. I turned it up a little bit. So yeah, here you go. There's both. And it's probably not focusing because my face is there. So, which one? Number 1, number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Personally, I like both. I know I'm a little biased there, but I like both. I think the colors on this one are a little more consistent, but I think this is a little bit classier of a look, maybe a little bit more professional looking. Four by 4, 5 by 5, and multiple 3 by 3s blindfolded. How do you do multiple 3 by 3s blindfolded? I couldn't do one blindfolded. How do you do multiple? That's absurdity. I like both, but I think number 1 would be easier on my eyes. Okay. I like the first one better. It feels the text with the second one clashes too much with the background. See, that's exactly what my mom said, because with this one, with the text, because it's just kind of bordered, as you can see. I didn't know how to do the text on this one. Like, I could have also done a blue text here, but then it just doesn't really fit in the same way that it fits with this one. I don't know. I'm gonna check something real quick, sorry. Okay. Cool. Maybe if the certificate of the second one had some sort of bolder outline that could work better. Yeah, that's kind of what we tried to do. We tried, like, again, if you look really close, you can see that there is an outline on the text, but I just don't think with the colors it sold as well. But again, I think if you have this on your wall or something, it does kind of look, it gives that professional look, whereas I think this one's a little bit, it's not unprofessional, but it's not the craziest thing in the world. And I do worry that do you guys even recognize what the background is? You see the background, right? It's cups. Like, there's lines of cups in the background, which I thought was a really cool touch. I did design these, by the way. These are my design. My design. But yeah, that's the two options for our certificates. I'm not sure which one we'll go with going forward. I think at least for our first round, because we've printed more of these, we'll be sending these ones out for the first round. By the way, in the wild case that Hyungjung Choice is watching this, let me know your address so I can send you your certificate. Because we're actually gonna have like envelopes for these specifically, that like so that you can actually display them properly yourselves. I didn't see that. Well, yeah, both of these have like if you look really close, you can see that both of them have cups as the background, because it's cup stacking world records. Door. All right, so that's that. Yeah, any more questions? If you guys have any questions regarding Pyra world records and everything, I'll probably touch on some other details anyways, but I am open for questions right now if you have them. Will Pyra world records do age division records or national records? No. So that's kind of the entire point, is we're taking the fastest times from every organization and displaying them. We're not taking divisional times, because multiple different organizations already do that, so it's no real point to take that off of them. Like, there's no real reason to display them. And then if we do display them, then that's a lot of upkeep we have to do. We have to track every single one of those categories, which for our current size is not something we are that capable of doing right now. What happens if more than one person breaks a PWR of one event in a competition? For example, someone gets a 1.313 and another person gets a 1.312 in the same competition. So then the 1.312, assuming both times are clean without any deductions, we would recognize the 1.312. Will prelim times count? So this is where this is another spot where it gets kind of tricky. So we are taking every single organization's official times. So the only organization, from the best of my knowledge, that actually does, or sorry, the only two organizations that does an actual prelim system that you're thinking of, John, is WSSA, obviously, and then I believe the ISSF itself also does a prelim style category. I'm not sure if it's the exact same thing, because Cupstack does time trials, which is basically just both prelims and finals. Pyra, going forward, will do basically the same thing, the time trials, where it's the same thing. And then yet, the KSSA, I don't think the KSSA does. I'm not sure what the KSSA does, if I'm being honest. But we're taking official times from each organization. So if there is not it's not a recorded official time from the organization, then we can't take it. Refers more to the incentive. So yeah, so the incentive would be like, if we're talking cash incentive, but it will go to the world record at the end of the day. So again, that would be the 1.312. For certification, yeah, we can definitely, we can definitely certify both times if, a world record is broken first and then another faster time is gotten later in the day. We can definitely certify both, but for the sake of my wallet, because this is the cash incentives come out of come from me, excuse me, basically, yeah. It would go to the fastest time, which I know is a little bit unfortunate, but again, we got a lot. I assume by, again, foreshadowing, I assume by our next tournament, we will have already broken some records, and we'll also be doing 2 new events. That's what my biggest point of excitement next year is seeing what other organizations do with blindfolded cycle and cycle relay. I'm really excited to see if other organizations implement that or not. I really hope they do. I mean, I think they're two exciting categories, and I think we need a little bit more spice in the world records lineup. And again, blindfolded cycle is a little bit more of a test. I expect cycle relay to be a permanent world record event and playlist. Whereas blindfolded cycle, if people really don't like blindfolded cycle, like don't like doing it, don't care about the record or anything, then we'll probably swap it out with something else. Or we'll just keep that there and we'll add another record that will be a little bit more incentivizing. But again, we have to figure out, in that case, then what is that? Like, there were a couple different candidates. I mentioned 9 cycle, or somebody else mentioned 9 cycle, I brought it up. 9 cycle was the other big consideration. Another one would be like rapid fire, which would be really entertaining to watch, but I feel like that only gets broken so many times, I guess is my point there. It's like, I feel like that is truly one of the events that can only get so fast. If that makes sense. Excuse me. And yes, I do apologize. Please excuse me. I woke up like an hour ago. Or wait, 10:30? Okay, hour and a half ago. Because I was like, oh my god, it's today's the day. I gotta get up. And by the way, as I've said, this is the first of 2 big announcements this month. We got another announcement coming, hopefully, fingers crossed, before the end of the month. We're still finalizing some things in the background, which is why I haven't been able to announce it sooner, because I thought I was going to announce it like that at the beginning of the month, and it just has not come to fruition yet. Sorry, I'm catching up with my social medias because I've got, obviously, you make an announcement like this, people start DMing you, asking you questions and stuff. And I'm only human. I'm only human. All right. Hi. Hey, Jason. How you doing? Final chance for questions. Final chance for questions. I will give you guys like another 5 minutes, and then I gotta get moving because like I said, I gotta work later today. So if you have any other questions, now is the final chance to ask them. And go until again, we'll go for another 5 minutes or so. But yeah, I think I agree with the community incentive that this is probably the better of the 2 certificates. I think it looks cleaner. Even if it doesn't maybe look as professional, like, I still think it looks cleaner. And I think as you look closer at it, you'll see the detail in it and you'll appreciate it. But that's up to the stackers who get them. Which I will not be one of them. Sag. Excuse me. Excuse me, I am getting pooped out of energy. Your boy is out of energy. I usually have an energy drink, like, first thing in the morning. Which, oh, oops. I knocked something over, my bad. Is there any tech help you need for Pyra? I mean, we're always kind of in need of a little bit of help everywhere in the background. So, I mean, you can contact the business email, but it depends on what you mean by tech help. Like, in what areas of expertise would you be able to help? Yeah, like I said, I usually have an energy drink by this time in the morning. This is why being sponsored by Advance was a very nice thing for that time it lasted, because every couple of months I just get sent an energy drink, which was nice, so I didn't have to buy any. I'm everywhere in that area. Oh, damn. I mean, I'd say right now for future events, we're looking for more of a like a broadcast director than because for anybody that knows how the events have been run, it's literally been me running the events basically in every area. And for future events, that just will not work. Like, just because of the size and magnitude of the events, we will not be able to do that. So if you have good experience with like OBS, Open Broadcaster software, like Streamlabs or anything like that, if you have good experience with streaming softwares and you think that's something you'd be up for, definitely contact the email. That would be the first big area. And if not, I mean, we could always just use an extra set of hands in other areas too. Like, it's not just that area, but beggars can't be choosers is what I'm saying. Could also do that as well. Okay, cool. Like I said, contact the email. We'll be in touch. There's an email. There should be an email to contact. Oh, there isn't. Oops. Hold on a sec. Oh, it's like the email. That's an old email. That was when I thought I was cool enough to do content. Don't contact that email. Okay, I just updated the email. cupstackingpyra@gmail.com. I just updated it. cupstackingpyra@gmail.com. Shoot an email there. We'll get in touch. All right, one more minute. Last second questions. Because I really got to wrap things up. I'm surprised we were live for 30. Well, I mean, I guess like basically half the stream was waiting. Well, we were actually doing things for about 25 minutes, so take what we can get. All right, well, I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this announcement. Again, this is the first of 2 big announcements for this month. We have another big announcement coming, hopefully before the new year. That's the hope. Again, I gotta get things finalized in the background before I can make anything official. Like, I'd love to give you more hints. I literally can't because I don't know if it's happening or not. But once that gets figured out, hopefully we'll have. I mean, you guys will know. I'll tease you, like I always do. And I'll tease you guys. I'll let you guys know more. And if you have any world record submissions, by chance, for 333 cycle, blindfolded cycle, time 363 relay, time cycle relay, and they were done officially, cupstackingpyra@gmail.com. Let us know. But I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate everybody who's here for the after stream. And yeah, this is a very, very big step forward for us, and I think it only leads to good things. So, to the stackers that have official world records under Pyra, get in contact with us because we need to go send you your certificates. And for next year, remember, if you set a world record, $100 cash converted to your currency. So, you know, obviously we'll make sure it's beneficial for you. But any new world records starting next year, you're getting that moolah. So get to practicing, everybody. And yeah, keep on stacking, guys. Have a good day. Bye.